Welcome to the post-game press conferences for the second round here in Knoxville in the matchup between Toledo and Tennessee. We will have student athletes here in just a moment. We're joined by Coach Tricia Cullip right now. And Coach, if you don't mind, start us off with your post-game thoughts from tonight.
Well, we needed Tennessee to not shoot well from three today because we needed to pack it in because of the size disadvantage. That didn't work out so well. They were very hot from three, which made it very difficult for us to match up because we needed the double team in order to match up on the post. So, again, a difficult matchup for us to face, but, again, they're a very talented team. The size, athleticism, length, I think in one day was hard to prepare for. And we wish them the very best. They've got a great team who's playing very well right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they fare well the next round.
We're joined by Sammy McConowitz and Quenisha Lockett. Please state your name and affiliation. We'll start with questions for the student athletes.
Kyle Rowland, Toledo Blade. For each of you, just now that you've seen Tennessee up close, just their length and athleticism, how difficult was it to match up with?
It was a really tough matchup for us, but we really just tried our best to pack in the paint, and once we did that, they was hitting three, so it's really nothing we could do about that. But I just said it was a really good team out there. They played good tonight, and I hope they keep playing like that forward going on.
Yeah, nothing but the best for them. They played great tonight. I think Coach hit on it. We needed them not to shoot threes, and the way they did, and they were hitting the threes. And then down low, we needed some help, and it was hard to do both. So wish them nothing but the best.
Tyler Segerman, WTOL TV. Obviously, the emotions obviously still raw with you guys. Obviously, senior season coming to an end. But obviously, you guys did a lot of things that were incredible this season. Have you guys been able, you mentioned, you haven't thought about all that you guys have accomplished this year, but has that kind of starting to sink in now?
I mean, I think we're starting to talk about it a little more. Just trying to keep our heads up. Like, we really have accomplished a lot this year. We have a lot to be proud of. But at the end of the day, we're gonna miss our seniors. And we're such a close group that just not seeing them every day at practices, that's something that hits you a little bit harder. But yeah.
Yeah, going off what Sammy said, I know we accomplished a lot this year, but I think our seniors being gone is the thing that's really hitting us the most.
Dave Briggs, Toledo Blade, just for both of you guys. I know it's still raw and, it's hard with the seniors leaving and for you as well, but just how proud of you or where this program is and excited going forward, kind of getting this tournament experience and have a chance to bring everybody back next year. Just how excited are you guys for where this program can go as far as it's been and where it can go? Yeah,
I think extremely excited. We showed it in this tournament. There's the sky's the limit for us. So we can keep fighting. And then we were talking before this, thank God for COVID because we're bringing almost everybody back, like you said. And we're such a close group that it's going to be good.
What she said, pretty much everything that she said.
You think the best days are yet to come?
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely. I'll be coming back for sure next year, and we're trying to go even further.
Yep.
Q, I know Coach mentioned, obviously, that you guys, how tough it is for a MAC team to get to this stage. You guys had to win 17 wins in a row just to get here. Do you feel like throughout this run and throughout what you guys have been able to do that you guys maybe proved some people wrong and put the MAC and Toledo on the map?
Most definitely, and I hope that a lot of people see now that us MAC teams are somebody to compete with, and I hope we get a lot of more chances moving forward to I don't know, make it further in a lot of stuff. Oh, I just need to calm down.
Just how, you guys are obviously very close-knit, as you said. How, I know it's in the moment now, but how enjoyable and fun was this season?
It was so much fun. There's never a moment, you don't ever have a moment that you don't, or you hate being with each other. Every moment's good. We always are having a laugh of some sort. And that's what makes the season so good. When you have that close relationship, and then on top of it, you're winning, it's crazy fun.
Oh, yes, me too. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just know I'm going to miss this team a lot. Jada and Stina. And for all of us to be coming back, it's going to be real fun, and we're going to be making a lot more memories going forward.
Mark Hintz, BCSN TV, for both of the players. a lot more fun going forward. Does this provide some fuel? Does this maybe a peek into what you need to accomplish, what you need to do to get not only to this point next season, but to go further next season?
Most definitely. We just need to, I feel like we played a little, I don't know, like today we needed to keep our pace up with them. We needed to pick up our pace and play, not play how they play, but just play a little faster. And I wish we built a little bigger, but it's okay with that. But, man, we going to be good.
I think for sure. Last year we were short in Cleveland, and I think this year we came and we proved ourselves there. So this year just gave us the experience, what the NCAA tournament's like. So next year, who knows what we can do.
Hi there, I'm Devin Hoke with WUTK. So how much of it was a major confidence booster from that incredible win over Iowa State? They're a great team. You managed to get that huge victory. Coming up against a team as tough as Tennessee is, do you feel like you've really learned a lot from this matchup?
Yeah, I feel like we just learned a lot by knowing like we can't do it all. If we were trying to help in the pain and trying to get them to stop from shooting the threes, we just needed to, I don't know, hit a couple shots. I feel like if the rim wasn't shot, we'd do a little bit better. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, she covered it all. I mean, at the end of the day, they were big. For us to try and compete down there, I mean, I'm down there guarding a girl twice my size. So it was tough, but yeah.
We have time for two more. Okay, thank you so much. Congrats on a great year.
Good job, you guys.
All right, we'll now take questions for Coach Tricia Cullip.
Coach, you obviously spent a lot of time with the fans after the game. I mean, what's I guess the one kind of emotion I guess you're feeling, knowing kind of all you guys have been able to do, but also showing support and things like that. Just kind of what was the experience like after the game?
Well, I think first, I want to echo what they said. Our two seniors were phenomenal. Jada Jansen and Justina King, I wish I could have coached them longer. Two phenomenal transfers that were a big reason why we won 29 games again, why we won 17 in a row, why we won the regular season, why we won the conference tournament. Those two, their leadership and their maturity and the skill level that they brought, their work ethic, just great teammates, phenomenal leaders. I remember our last loss. Jada was one of the people who spoke up, I heard in the all-player meeting, and said, "Hey, our post players got to get their tails together." And we didn't lose another game until today. So you look at the leadership that we lost there. They're two amazing, amazing human beings and skilled basketball players. But I feel like their time with us was just a blip because it went so fast. And I think the absolute world of them. They're going to be so successful long after Toledo. We're going to read about amazing accomplishments because I know what kind of people they are and their work ethic. So that was the first emotion. The second one was so grateful to everyone that came down here. We finished the season, I think, 25th in the country in attendance at Toledo. To do that at our level of school is phenomenal. To do that, be top 30, 10 out of the last 11 years in attendance is amazing. We're so grateful to have the fan base that we do. I think it prepared us to be able to play in front of a fan base like this today and not be as fazed by the fan base. Now, the height and the athleticism was a difference, but I think we weren't as nervous playing in front of this crowd because of that. And it's a joy to play in front of people who care about women's basketball. And so that was a big reason why our kids wanted to go up the stands and say thank you, because they don't only show up at Toledo, they show up on the road.
These last two seasons have obviously been a lot of wins. This season, you took another step, winning the MAC tournament, winning an NCAA tournament game. How much of a building block was this for what's to come next season?
What's huge? You look at last time this happened, it was 1996. I think once all the dust settles and we get over the hurt of the season being over, all these kids should look back and be extremely proud of what they accomplished this season. It's a phenomenal feat to go to the second round when you're a mid-major. And I think, when you're in the NCAA tournament, it's all about matchups, and I think that first round matchup was a little better for us than this one. And sometimes it's the luck of the draw of who you see along the way. But I am so proud of what they were able to do. And I think this is a great benchmark for the returning kids to say, that was so much fun. Let's work even harder to get back. because once you've experienced it, it makes you want it that much more. To see them open all their gifts from the NCAA in the locker room the other day was like Christmas. You know, it's fun to watch things go through for the first time for this group. You know, they weren't on our 2017 team, and it's a joy to watch them experience this. And I know they'll be extremely motivated to try to get back.
And then how difficult will it be to replace Jada, and how high is that on your to-do list this offseason?
It's difficult because she brought a lot. She wasn't a one end of the floor kind of player. I mean, gosh, if she didn't play the way she did against Iowa State, we don't win. And even in our conference tournament, I thought 2 out of those 3 games, she was an integral part of our W's. So someone that can be a scoring threat and somebody that can play defense. And if they're watching this press conference in the portal, they should call me because we're definitely looking for that. You know, I think that if we find that, I think it could be a lot of fun going forward because we now have Hannah, who's 6'5", coming back, who would have been nice to have had today. It's unfortunate she got hurt before the season, and, you know, Soleil Barnes back and some others. But Jada is a big piece, and, you know, I don't think it's really easy to replace a kid like that.
Tricia, you talk about how hard it is for a mid-major just getting to the tournament. Last year, you guys outright MAC champs. This year, outright MAC champs again, and then you go second round of the tournament. Do you think going forward, you guys have kind of put yourself on the map, earned that respect? Could this be a year where Toledo starts in the top 25 next year and just kind of, I don't know, it's just such an incredible foundation. Could this truly be something we've never seen before next year?
I hope so. I said it before, I think the first press conference we had here, that I don't think our conference gets enough credit. I think the unfortunate thing is if we lose in our conference tournament, you don't even see Toledo here because we're judged as we got to be perfect. And that would have been a shame because this team is really talented and deserved to be here. I'm glad this year we finished it, but I thought even last year's team probably could have won a game in the tournament. I'm glad we got here this year, but I think whatever we've got to do to elevate our league, I want to do, and I want to talk to our fellow coaches about, because I think we've got great teams in our league that could do some damage in this tournament if given the opportunity. But I think the tough thing is that little niche of what's right below the BCS level that's a really good mid-major, you've almost got to be perfect to get into this tournament. And I wish we could find a solution because there's teams being left out that are really, really good. And I'm so glad we weren't this year, and we're going to work like our tails off to get back. But it's tough. I mean, look at it. How many people won this many games in a row to get here? You know, there's a lot of BCS schools that go in their conference tournament and lose, and they're forgiven, and they get to go right in. It's hard as a mid-major.
Last question.
Yeah, to piggyback off that, you talked a lot about scheduling. Obviously, you guys beefed up your schedule a lot this season to get to prepare yourself for this tournament. Do you feel like more big schools, might want to play you now, knowing what you guys were able to accomplish this season?
I hope so. You know, our schedule's not going to be released for a while, but I'll tell you there'll be some new names on it that we haven't played and some that some of our fans will be excited about. But, you know, I think obviously everyone will know we return Michigan at home. That'll be a great game. You know, we've got Duke on the road. It'll be fun for our kids to go to Cameron Indoor after coming here. I mean, it's kind of cool. They get to see 2 back-to-back really amazing arenas. But there'll be some other opponents that I think the fans will be thrilled about because we're trying to beef up our schedule to prove that we deserve to be here. And anything that we can do for our tournament resume, we need to do. But, you know, I also think we got to work really hard to make sure that we're prepared for that schedule too.
Thank you, Coach. Congrats on a great year.
Thank you.